What's going on, YouTubers? How you doing today? This is your guy, DeMarcus. Thank you for coming a little early. We wiped the sleep from my eyes. Got to get up and get ready. So we're going to go ahead and wait for our Facebook family to come online here. And they should be online pretty soon, and I appreciate it. And today's video is going to be called The Pickings Are Slim, Morning Motivational Mix. And it says, warning, epiphanies are ahead. So here we go. Let's bring Facebook online here. And we're going to go ahead and talk. Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being here today. We're going to talk about the pickings are slim. And I want to go ahead and read you something. I was actually looking up the definition of what slim pickings is, and based on the Cambridge English Dictionary, what it says is slim pickings, or the pickings are slim, it means that little or no success in getting something because there's not very much of it remaining. Okay, let me read that to you again. Little or no success in getting something because there is not very much of it remaining. And that's what I want to go into today. That's today's video. I want to go into the aspect of slim pickings. Now, why? Because the thing is, the aspect of picking means that you're making a choice. You're choosing something, whether it be something you want, like a TV or a car, you pick it. Whether it be a house, whether it be your clothes, but that's not the only things that we choose. Now, I want you to think about this. Let's take it to a magnificent piece here. We're gonna go to Macy's. And you go into Macy's, and there was a one-day sale, which Macy's does, and they cleared out everything, but you have 3 items left. And you wanted something, and the 3 items, one doesn't fit, one's really ugly color, and one's not even a garment that you need. And the one that's an ugly color, it fits. So that means that you might pick the ugly colored one because you needing the slim pickings, right? You got slim pickings. You pick the one that fits you at least, and it might be an ugly color, but maybe you could dress it up with some other things. But there wasn't a lot of choices to choose from in the first place, okay? Now, it's a whole different story if you go into Macy's at the beginning of the day, and all of a sudden they've got all the array of colors and all the array of sizes and everything else, and you can pick from what you want. Because that means the pickings aren't slim, right? So I want to let's take that, right? So let's take that slim pickings aspect. So I want you to think about it this way. How are you choosing people who are in your life? How are you choosing and picking people who are in your life? Now, with the slim pickings aspect, and I'm going to bring that up into here in a second, there are millions and billions upon people in this world that we get the chance to pick and choose who stays, who goes, who I love, who I hate. You get a chance to pick all that, right? But what is your qualifying values that are allowing you to pick people? Are you picking, like, for example, until today, I was just enlightened by T.D. Jakes and the understanding of some things. That's where this video came from. But to today, I was picking women based on the fact that they were attractive. I was picking women based on the fact that they seemed fun and cool and awesome, and that we could probably have a good time together. So that means if I'm basing it on the fact that a woman is attractive, then that doesn't leave me that leaves me a lot of options. Attractiveness, obviously, what I feel is attractive, that is defined by me, my perspective. It leaves me a lot of options. And obviously, I've always made a decision that I wanted to have some more. There has to be more substance out there. But as you start to add more qualifiers into who you're picking into your life, whether it be somebody you want to date or what you want to marry, or whether it be somebody you just want as a friend, whether you have somebody as you want as your leader, and all these things are important because you're picking people and putting them into categories and putting them into places in your life. But the problem is not that you have these people that you're looking for. The problem is not that these people aren't valuable. The problem is that you're not pulling enough quality and qualifications on what you actually want. We're just going for anything. The hardest thing in my life to realize is that the reason I go for a lot of the things I go for is because there's a lack and I'm missing pieces of me. I want so badly to have somebody in my life that I'm allowing people who don't deserve to be in it to stay. And to pick them because the fact that I am lonely. But the problem is that there needs to be more qualifications on what I put into what I'm choosing to stay. Because if I can't be trusted to pick the right people in my life, how can I be trusted to lead people? Okay, so what you got to do is there's, like I said, there's a lot of people out there for a million different options, and for these specific people and places in your life, and you want them there. But are you putting any qualifications on them? Why is somebody your friend? Why is somebody your girlfriend? Oh, girl, he was so cute. Oh, girl, he was so fly. He had money. Oh, he had a job. He had a car. Oh, he had all the right furniture. But he's a D-bag. He beats you. He hits you. He talks down to you. See what I'm saying? Like, we put the wrong emphasis and the wrong importance on the things that we need to actually look at when we pick a mate. We pick a mate based on the fact that they are attractive and what they can do for us and whether we want to sleep with them. But do you pick a mate based on the fact that they're going to support and protect you with their heart, where they're going to be trustworthy and loyal, whether or not the fact is that they are going for something, that they're intelligent? But see, here's the thing about it. When we go out and we start picking people, we look at the physical first, because this is what leads us. Our eyes lead us. Now, our eyes are following our brain, so we find out things that are attractive. So when you got your eyes, you're being led to somebody because you see them and they are physically attractive. Could you imagine how different dating, and I'm thinking about this in perspective, could you imagine how different dating would be if we closed our eyes and we just listened to people talk? We didn't look at what they looked like. We didn't look at who they were. Sorry, we didn't look at what they looked like. We didn't look at what they were wearing, that they had the newest Gucci or that they're driving the newest Lambo. But we closed our eyes and we listened to the words that they say and the things that come out of their heart. And we start to feel them as a person, and then we open up our eyes. Instead of being led by this, we led by this and by this. But we aren't led by that when it comes to picking dating. When it comes to picking our leaders, the people that we want to follow, the people we want to be like and emulate. The people that our children are going to emulate is based on the people that we put into their lives. But are we taking the time and putting the qualifications in so that we get a quality person? Are we judging people based on what we feel that they are and eliminating people because they don't have enough? Eliminating people because they're not good enough. Eliminating people because they're not wearing the right clothes. Eliminating people because they don't have a car. Eliminating people because they live with their mom. Ladies, imagine if you eliminate a guy that lives with his mom, but you don't pay attention to the fact that the reason he's living with his mom because all his money's been donated to charity because he has a kind heart to give. And he protects and he protects people. The aspect of it is that we judge people about the right now and the visuals that we see when we don't even know who they are. That's why so many people end up in bad relationships, because they feel at that time and frame that this person is the best qualified person for them to date. But they don't take into consideration that this person that they are choosing has nothing else other than the fact that they are attractive. How many times, and I'm raising my hand, how many times have you chosen somebody who was beautiful as all get out, but had no moral character and no moral fiber and slept around? How many times have you picked somebody who was gorgeous as all get out, but they, at the same time, they were also dumb as a box of rocks, didn't understand anything, had nothing going for them? How many times you dated somebody and you've been with somebody and figured out that they were using you and living off of you and taking advantage of you as you go through your life? The problem is that we base it on the fact that they are attractive. I can tell you right now, I'm on these dating sites because I'm like I said, I'm actually looking for quality. So in my dating site profile now, it's got a lot of qualifications of what I'm looking for. I want a driven woman. I want a godly woman. I want an intelligent woman. I want a kind-hearted woman. I want a loyal woman. I want an honest woman. I want this. I want that. I want boom, 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 boom. Now, it's not because I want to eliminate all these other people, but it's because I have to have more qualification than the fact that you are attractive. Anybody can be attractive, but not anybody can be a good person. Anybody can be amazing, but not anybody can be selfless and to give of themselves wholeheartedly on all levels. I want somebody who's going to be giving of themselves just like I would be giving of myself. So I ask you again, what qualifications are you putting on the people in your life? All right, so let's take the dating aspect out of it, okay? You got something that you need to give to the world, but you're also distracted by your friends. So what qualifications are you putting on the friends you're putting into your life? Are they striving for something? Or are they fun drinking buddies so you go ahead and pick them? Are you picking somebody based on the fact that they're exciting and fun and they drink a lot? And I like to drink a lot, so let's go drink together. Or are you putting your qualifications on the fact that you have somebody who is stone cold desiring to go out and grab the world and to change its whole essence? And that's who you're putting your faith in. Focus on what you're trying to put your faith in. It matters, ladies and gentlemen. Don't just grab anybody. And here's the thing about it. Here's the other piece about all of this. If you're grabbing anybody, right? If you're thinking about anybody, you're grabbing anybody, and you're like, I want that person because they're attractive. I want that person because they're fun. When they show you who they are, their true colors, don't try to change who they are. Do not try to change who they are, because they are who they are. Understand them for what they are right now. Maybe they'll get better to fit into what you actually need later, but don't try to change them. Ladies, oh my gosh, ladies, I have a lot of female friends and I hear this all the time. You try to change your man to be who you want him to be. But your man has been who he is for the past 25, 35, 45 years. Why is 1 year with you or less than 1 year with you supposed to change this man into who you want to be? That man was not meant for you. That man was meant for somebody else who's not willing or who doesn't need him to change, who he fits perfectly in their mold. But because he has one or two qualities, you put him in that place and that's where he stays. And then you make excuses for why he is not what he needs to be. Oh, girl, well, he's good, but... Girl, he takes care of me, but... That but should tell you that there's something wrong and you're not taking him for who he is. Take people for face value, ladies and gentlemen. You see what they are right now? They might look pretty, but what else is there? There is a whole lot of other stuff going on underneath the surface. You peel back the skin, you find out who somebody is. And so it's all about the qualifications of who you're putting in your life. So if your pickings of who you're dating, if your pickings of who your leader should be, or who your mentor should be, if your pickings of who should be your friend, who should be your friend is not slim, then you are having a problem. You are not leaning into the fact that this understanding is your pickings have to be slim because you can't let everybody into your house. And we're talking about figuratively and metaphorically. Let's take it this way, right? Literally and figuratively. Let's talk about this. You can't let everybody in your house because some people will come in your house and wreck your house. Some people will come in your house and steal from you. Some people will come into your house and completely use your house for something that doesn't need to be used for. Turn into a drug dealer. Now, guess what? You in jail. That was the metaphorical. But the same thing when you have people that you're choosing to be in your life, whether it's dating, whether it's love, whether it's friendship, whether it's mentorship, whether it's job, and you're letting all these people into your life. But keep in mind that not everybody has the same mentality and the same vision for your life that you have. Some people just pick you because you have money, but you ugly as hell. Some people just pick you because you got a good body, but your face is broke. But it's time we start picking people because they have quality character. It's time we start picking people because they're intelligent. It's time we start picking people because they have integrity, because they have fortitude, because they are good, wholehearted, healthy people, honest people. We bring these broken people in our lives and they break us. And we don't understand why we can't find a good this, that. Well, you didn't make a good choice in the first place. So keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, and like I said, this is much more than just dating. We have to infuse this into everything that we choose to come into our lives. There's a quote that says, is this of us? And by saying that, I mean, is this of the quality that I want to be? I want qualities of leadership and awesomeness and greatness and loyalty and trust and positivity. Is this person of me? Is this person of what I want? Or am I just picking them based on some superficial BS that will not stand the test of time? Because here's the thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, if you do pick them for superficial BS, here's what's going to happen. One, it's not going to work out. So that means you've invested time into somebody and they're not even the right person for you. Two, you're going to stay with that person and they're going to change who you are. And now your character has been changed. Your integrity, your fortitude, your positivity, all of that stuff will start to be changed. You can't take, what is it, one moldy apple will ruin the bunch? It's true. And the reason is because that apple gives off a gas that starts the molding process in all the other apples. You've got to take that apple off and throw it away. Especially if you're taking the time to pick everybody else in your life and pick them in quality and pick them up and put them in the basket because they look great, because they are great, because they don't have any of that aspect of negativity or whatever you choose. Just make sure that you're not picking people based on the superficial. Who cares what kind of car they drive? Who cares what kind of watch they wear? Who cares what kind of clothes they have on? But are they a good person at the heart? Are they a strong individual that's going to support and lead you in the right direction? Men and women. There's so many things out there that we take for granted. And I think one of the things that we take for granted the most is the fact that people have the ability to surprise us. But at the same time, people also will show us their true selves at all times. And if they don't show you their true selves in the first 20, 30 years, 20, 30, maybe we'll say 2 or 3 months, it'll come out. And focus in on that. And pick people based on substance. Because you're of substance, right? You're a quality person. So pick people to go with you on your journey that are going to go with you, not hinder you. There's a quote that says, there's something about people, don't worry about the people who are rowing with you, but worry about the people in your boat that are drilling holes. And that's all I want to say, ladies and gentlemen. You're a quality person. So be very aware of what you're picking for yourself, for any aspect. And I'm going to go back into it, dating and love. Huge, ladies and gentlemen, because when we invest our heart into something, we actually start to change to make things better. We allow things. So our heart has a tendency to steer us wrong whenever we know that something isn't good for us. In our gut, we know, but our heart is like, oh, we'll just stay, we'll figure it out. In your mentorship, people you're following that are going to lead you to the next level. You want what they have and you believe that they're going to help you grow. Find somebody of quality. In your friends, you see your friends more than anything. Why are your friends your friends? Ask yourself that question. Why is your girlfriend or boyfriend your girlfriend or boyfriend? Why is your husband or wife your husband and wife? Is it because you have kids together? That doesn't mean that you were a good fit from the start. That doesn't mean you have kids together. You have to ask yourself these questions. And the reason for it is because you want to make sure at the end of the day that your life, if it is destined for something, isn't being held down or being dragged. You ain't dragging along a heavy boulder as you're trying to go uphill. Because you're not going to get to your destination, or you're not going to get there fast enough to make a change. For every person that we put in our life that hinders us is a person out there that our lives could have changed, and we never got a chance to do so because we didn't make it there in time. We weren't there for them and they took their own lives. We weren't there for them and they ended up incarcerated. We weren't there for them, or for whatever reason, we weren't there. So I want you to keep that in mind at all times, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. I believe and I love in each and every single one of you, and just make sure that what you're putting in your life is quality. You don't just eat all junk food and expect to have a six-pack. It just doesn't work. You don't eat all junk food and sugar and expect not to have some kind of sickness because of diabetes or whatever. So make sure that the same quality and the same aspect that you're utilizing, kind of governing what you're putting in your body, governs to what the people you're putting in your lives. Pick quality. Make sure that your pickings are slim. Because if you've got too much to choose from, you will always choose something that won't work well with you. And that's all I have for you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. I appreciate you. And you have a blessed Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Talk to you soon. See you tomorrow.